Bueno, después de haberles explicado este sistema simple de presupuesto mensual en español, ahora les voy a explicar el sistema que yo he creado, donde se pueden controlar múltiples cuentas y tarjetas de crédito bajo un sistema establecido en Excel, pero lo desarrollé en inglés y voy a tratar de explicarlo en inglés a ver si puedo. Okay, this is a simple home monthly budget system that how can carry your money, how to bill and protect your credit, what and how you spend your money, how and when to control your spending, and the importance of using your personal or family budget. This is very, very important. Okay? Let me try to explain all the categories that include in this budget system. Okay? Thank you. Okay, this is the special features of the simple home monthly budget system. I want to try to explain faster because really it's a lot of special features, but I only want to read for you try to understand what does this system contain. Yeah, it's the innovative and personal or a family budget with a little timing updated and a very low management, a structure and intelligent grouping of expenditures like a loans, long-term credits, yeah, commercial credit. It is a short-term credit. Loans is like a home loan. Commercial credit is like a credit or credit cards or commercial credits. Fixed monthly expenses like services, rent, cellular or cable or any other expenses that you know is expenses by men. Unexpected and no monthly expenses like vacations or doctor and medicines that you don't spend or car repairment and all other expenses. You see these all other expenses calculated by the system. Yeah, control of income and expenses simultaneous on multi-bank accounts. This is very important, and credit cards also if you want to include it in your budget. Automatic forecast calculation of revenue and expenditures. This is very important to know how you're gonna finish your budget in the month. Important control and notification various activities and expenditures and incomes. Yeah, like control of cash flow and balance accounts. Budget schedule payment reminders. Monitoring payment date and overdue accounts. Scheduling future expenses, tracking payments pending in transit, like when you pay with checks. Sometimes you're paying and it's take a long time to put in your account, and after that your account is not reflect this payment. Yeah, it's very important to know what you have in the accounting, what are you real available in your bank account. Yeah, innovative daily calculation of expenses. This is the system that I define for you for calculate other expenses. You have a support of credit management analysis. This is very important for your credit loans or credit long-term credit or short-term credit. How you can help you to analyze of total interest payment at different monthly payments, calculation of statement account at different monthly payments, how many months you're gonna take to pay an account, you pay at different monthly payments, or calculation of the interest, a different interest rate. It is how your savings and interest when you try to refinance your interest and get a low rate, and how is your savings and interest. Yeah, this is a very, very interesting support for your credits. Information table support like income, expenses, net balance, expense variance analysis, expense percentage structure, and Finally, we have a graphic support like a total income, expenses, net balance by category, cash flow analysis real in banks versus available when you have a pending transactions, total cash flow in and out, how much is your income in and your income out to define your other expenses, your total income distribution, total cumulative contribution by source, income distribution, contribution total accumulate per future, total pay bills by source, incoming assigned to pay all other expenses, actual all other expenses, the payment by day, income expenses net balance distribution, income and expenses structure, expenses structure and total expenses by category. This is by a different bank accounts, can be like 3 for this system, or credit card that I put it 3 also for this system. You can control all this information for every bank account or every credit card. This is very important for you, and see which bank account put it in your income and your expenses. This is the total special feature for this system. I'm going to explain the system in a little bit. Thank you. Okay, I want to show you in a simple basis what is this system contain. Yeah, this is the simple home monthly budget system. Yeah, this is the main menu. Here you can find all the categories that you have in the main menu, like Magnum and bank account credits. This is in the bank account credits. You can find all the bank accounts and the credit cards. This is the information that only you need to fill in these bank accounts. Yeah, all the other information is information provided by the system, like this information, like income, expenses, net cash balance. That is very important information. You have the cash flow graph. Like here you can see the available cash flow and the real cash flow depending on your the transactions in transit, cash in, cash out, and compare versus your initial cash flow, and total incomes. Yeah, initial, budget, and actuals. You can see here I have the principal graph of these categories is for all the different expenses categories and the total cash flow. Here this is the principal graph, and you can see here the principal steps that you need to define for follow your budget system. Yeah, this is very important. Also I can show you important notification like this. Okay, here let's continue with total actual incomes. This is a consolidated or your total incomes the system provide for you, and also here you have you include from your savings money for your income, or take money for your income and put it in your savings, other incomes, interest from your bank savings. Yeah, and also the system present for you some other graphics here to support your income, total cash in pocket. Yeah, like a total income distribution and the income versus expenses. Yeah, by account and credit card. This is very important for you for support your budget. Let's continue with the actual income. This is for define the other expenses budget. You only need to fill these clear fields for define. All the other information is defined by the system. Also, you support for different kind of graph. Yeah, you see this information is exactly the same structure that I explained for you in the previous presentation in Spanish, and you can see this is the English version of the system that I developed for you in Excel. Yeah, like here you can see what is the daily expense budget by credit, by account or credit cards, and what is your real expense by any cards. You can see here a different graph that can support your budget. Yeah, let's go to back and go to the next graph. This is a very important graph that can support for you your information. Also, you can hide and present some different information in tables. Yeah, also in graph like a total income compare versus the balance expenses and cash flow. Also here you have the option for change to forecast, to budget, yeah, or change also for actuals, and the graph is going to change for you. Here you have expense structure, and you can define what do you want to include of your expenses in this graph. Like you can include this one, yeah, and see, you can see what is the total percentage of these two categories compare versus the other categories not included in this graph, or the total is expenditure by category. Yeah, here is another graph. This is compare budget versus actual, defining by this letter here, or you can hide or present information for a different graphs. Yeah, this is very useful for you for know what is happening with your budget. Yeah, also here you have the credit management tools. Yeah, this is very interesting because here you define what kind of credit you want to check in like let's check this Visa number 6. Yeah, you only need to define number 6 here, and the system put for you what is the information and your real expenses for this. What is your total due, your rate, your budget, your compare versus this budget payment, how many months you need to pay this total due, what is your total interest, the final payment, and the interest rate that you're gonna have real for this account, and what is you pay percentage or total due. Yeah, if you want to change this payment and check what is your saving and interest and how many months you're gonna reduce your payment, only you need to change here for 69. Let's go to change to 800. Yeah, and automatic the system change how many months you're gonna take for pay this account, and what is your saving and your interest and total payment and your interest total. You see is less interest that you're gonna pay in your total account. Also, you can compare this information versus your credits or versus your commercial credit or versus your fixed loans. Here, I'm sorry, the commercial credits or the fixed loans, oh sorry, is L. I put another letter L. Here you compare your fixed loans versus this specific credit card, and you can check how is your interest and savings, and all this information is very important for you, and see how you can do in your credits for save money in your interest. Yeah, if you take 0 here, automatically the system put for you the real budget, the real payment that you have in your budget. Yeah, here also if you check this part, this is for define what is your define the base days for check what is your unpaid accounts, on how many days is gonna finish your what is your due dates for this specific accounts. If you check it here, you can check for this one, when it's already paid is in blue, when it's not paid, you see this for this is almost for finish, and you have to pay it right now. Yeah, here is this is the information you need to field for this expenses like fixed interest loans. What is your actual due, your rate, your fixed charges? You see, it's really a lot of information that I can give you for control your information. This is the accounts related to these specific payments, and this is the pending. You know you already paid, but it's not reflected in your account. You can put P here, and the system for pending for you, and you can check is your final in your account is real or is not real. Yeah, you here have the totals related to your forecast, your actuals. Yeah, this is let's go to the other tabs for commercial credit. Also, you have here your information, that what do you need to pay in commercial credit, what is your actual due. You can change every single month, and the system can review for you here in the credit magnum, and see how you can save interest in these credits. Yeah, here you can control your day due. Sometimes you have some fixed charges and in your credit. It is not included in your payments for the credit. Yeah, it's only fixed like a insurance or any other charges that you have in your credits, long term or short term, but it's not part of the real payment or your credit. Yeah, the budget is the total payment, and the actuals is the real payment that you do for the here is your accounts, your pending, and here is your variances, your percentage related to your budget and the percentage related to your actuals. This is a lot of information for you that can show you exactly what is the real situation of your budget. Also, here you have your monthly payment, your monthly expenses like a rent, electricity, all these services, home security, cable, internet, cellular phone, auto gas, auto insurance, family insurance. Yeah, you can define the budget for this. Here you can put what is the difference that you can track. It is less than 10% of your payment or more than 50% of your payment. You can see how like this is 10% of your payment, and you see which account you pay more than 10% or less than 50%, and here you can see what is the real result of your variance, actual versus budget versus forecast. Yeah, here we have the no monthly payment, annual neighbor fees, home monthly, home maintenance, home personal annual taxes. Yeah, here you can schedule your payment, like I put the date when you want to schedule the payment, and the system put it or not in your budget. Like here, this is the only put it in your budget because this is for this month. Yeah, like you check here, this is for other months, but this is not part of your budget. This is for a future month, and it's not part of your budget. Yeah, and this is when the budget coming for this month, the system gonna put it for you automatically. Yeah, here is your real payments. What is the account related? It is a pending, it is not pending, and your variances. Yeah, and here you have your totals. Also, here you have all other expenses that I explained how this calculated. Is only the balance, the income and expenses. What is your budget? The budget is defined here, like I told you. This is the budget defined by account and by credit card. What do you expect to expend and other expenses? And here you can control if you real expend the real or more and or less of your all other expenses. Is only calculated by variances related to your your balance in the initial cash flow, total incoming, and actual cash flow versus your expenses, and the system calculate for you directly what is your other expenses. Yeah, and finally you can find the total expenses here. Yeah, and like I told you, always present for you what is your net cash balance for budget, actuals, and forecast. This is very important. Every day is changed by your expenses. You can define this budget anytime. It is not necessary to do it in a daily basis. You can do it one time a week, only take 1 hour, and that's it. Really, the first time that you define your budget is the time that you take a little more time, but after that you can use the budget for the forward months without any problems. So only you need to change, it is more or less the change your budget for a concept or by amount. Yeah, and you can you can update your actual due, and the system can help you how you can save money for your interest. Yeah, it's very interesting. This system can help you in your budget. It's exactly the same structure that I explained before, but this is so complex system, but it's simple. It's complex in the contents, but it's simple, and the way to you can update it and working with that. I hope this can help you, and I try to put it in an application, in a telephone application or something like that. I only looking for investment for try to put it. I hope you're interested and try to put this system in a home application. I can work together to put it in a home application. I only need to know who is interested in do that. I really appreciate your attention, and I hope this help in your define your budget for person and family budget system.